tapestry above the bed you gave me. I still haven't washed my sheets.
Punjab National Bank.
I still smell you in the bed you used to rest your head on. How the hell am I supposed to see? Can we both face our demons? Can we change?
We have a guest over here. It's actually past 12 right now, and I just came back from watching the moon. So today is the lunar eclipse. The moon's supposed to be red. I recently got this really cute clip from a friend, and I think it's really cute. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. But I find it really cute, even though I don't really have enough hair to clip them up, but I just keep on wearing it. I recently started my internship. I started it on Wednesday the last week because it's now Monday, and I actually have my internship today too. So far it has been a bit overwhelming in terms of traveling back and forth, and then also the material that we're discussing. Quite a lot of introspection, and I feel a lot of insecurity because I just don't feel confident about my counseling skills. I think it's not for me, and I have a lot of things I want to process, and my supervisor is very kind and he wants us to process these things before we actually go and try to help people out. We have to help ourselves first. And aside from that, I have been also taking my tutoring session, so it has been a bit busy and overwhelming. I've been doing a lot of art as well. I just now painted this. I also painted Gojo. And then, what's her name? Sue, I believe, from Pure Love Operation? No, Operation True Love? Yeah. Yesterday I actually tried to reactivate my gouache, which has been dried out and also got some molds in it. I tried to remove it and reactivate them, which took me 2 to 3 hours, I think. I have been trying to read 2 books, or maybe 3 at this point. One is Lovers by Daniel Arsant. This is a very brief book, like the chapters are very short and it's only like 100 some pages, but it's kind of boring. The writing is beautiful. It's giving the vibe of being mesmerized at the same time looking at a story which is happening at a very distant level, because usually in books we are following the characters, but here we are just hearing what they're doing, and I don't know how to describe it, but because of that there seems to be a distance between me and the characters, so I'm not really able to care about them. So I don't know if I'm really going to like this book. The other book I'm reading is Iliad by Homer. It's kind of boring. I just finished book 1 and I can't help but be bored, so I have not continued it since the last time I picked it up, which could be 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I'm not really sure. I don't know which reading mood I'm in. Like, I'm craving some book that will help me increase my learning or something informative. At the same time, I'm also craving something deep emotionally. So I decided to pick up a non-fiction. Let me get it. Oh fuck. I just kicked my water bottle. Sati Savitri by Devdutt Patnaik. It has like large letter, or like the font size is quite big. So I was able to read 52 pages in one go, which is crazy. It's very interesting because of the theories that the author is able to drive, and he gives us this idea how the Indian mythology from the Hindu, Buddhist and the Jain culture, how it's being evolved and how the idea of certain aspects of women is changing. And I really find it interesting because he suggests that during the herpetization time, a lot of these women, there's no pretty much herpetization. You know, one of the most fascinating thing that I was reading in it was that, so in the Indian mythology, we have the concept that individuals actually live multiple lives. Gender becomes a bit irrelevant because a man can become a woman in their next life, or maybe they have been a woman in their past, and it's the vice versa with the woman. So the whole idea of gender is not really relevant. However, in case of the Western myth, there's no explanation or there's no story about genders, like, you know, why a woman is a woman or why a man is a man. So it just feels like an imposition, which is a very interesting thing that he talks about. So I'm really excited to continue reading it. So yeah, I'll talk to you later. And once again, this hair clip is super cute. I'll talk to you later. He was trying to eat this. I was trying to study. I don't know if you can see it, but some notes I made and I need to clean up. I wanted to end the vlog here, but before ending the vlog, I wanted to give you my final updates on my reading. So I finished reading Sati Savitri by Devdutt Patnaik. I had such a good time reading this book. Oh, The way the author was able to put the narrative in a very nuanced manner was something I really enjoyed. He was also trying to connect the mythological context to the historical aspects. For example, how the society was changing, which changed the idea of how women are being seen. And it was definitely talking about the patriarchy that eventually builds up. At the same time, was talking about the nuances in the Indian society and how these ideas kept on changing, which was very fascinating because through this mythology we can tell that the way the society's thinking is changing with time, and what the god figures really embody was very interesting. For example, Lakshmi, the goddess who gives us wealth, she's someone who cannot be held by individual. She can't be held by just one person. She has to be let free so that she can go and bless other people. And oftentimes these female individuals from this mythology are actually metaphors for so many things. But one thing I had a difficult time was definitely the following the timeline, because he spoke about different eras in different contexts, so that was something difficult for me to keep up with, but otherwise I had a good time. Just love how we can humanize our gods and how these gods actually reflect the human tendencies and how we can learn from them. So I really love that. As for the Iliad by Homer, I have not made any any progress in it. It's just that it's so boring that I don't even want to get back into it. I don't know how I'm going to read it because I already have this book and I want to finish it definitely. So I'm thinking I may just force myself to do that. But yeah, I think that would be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.